Alright, this is Ronald Shaw with FTE 217, making second attempt. This is June 17th, 2025, on the assembly of the AR-10 long rifle 308. I will flip the camera around and show the pre-assembly parts spread out on the table. Alright, so we're back. We have a fully built AR-10 308. So we will do the cycle of operations. First and foremost, we'll make sure that the firearm is deemed safe. So with that, we can see that there's no magazine in here. So we can also see that there is no ammunition here. We can do a physical check by sticking our pinky in there. We can do a visual check, and we can now deem it safe, and there's no live ammunition in the area of the workspace. So now that being said, we're going to go into our cycle of operations per the book. The first thing is with the book is firing, is where it starts off with. So with the firing, so what happens is everything's already loaded in, magazine's in, and we already have a round chambered. So that round that's chambered, once you pull the trigger, is now fired. It sends the bullet down the muzzle, out the barrel, and then once that happens, it goes into our next stage, which is unlocking, which is the rotation of the bolt. The bolt rotates, allowing it to no longer match the face of the breech, and it starts sliding to the rear. Extracting is the next phase. During the extraction, the extractor catches the rim of the spent cartridge, pulling it to the rear, and then following that is ejecting the case out the ejection port. Once it gets so far back, it gets kicked out to the side here, allowing the bolt carrier group to slide to the rear. Then from there we go into the cocking. So as the bolt carrier is going to the rear, it is forcing the hammer down, resetting the trigger. So this way, when the buffer and buffer spring go to the rear to come back forward, pushing the bolt carrier back forward, we have now our feeding, which is where it grabs the next cartridge and feeds it up into the chamber. And then from there we have chambering. This is when the round is now pushed and seated into the barrel all the way, and the bolt is now going to lock in place into the barrel extension. All 8 actions there are now covered. Give this a little bit more difficult than it was expected to be, and that is pretty much it.